Here we are.
We are live. This is exciting. I am with Kelly Jordon right here. Okay, Kelly's a friend of mine. One of the I say this probably too much, but he's one of the nicest professional fishermen you'll ever meet. Okay.
I paid him to say that.
No. Not
I'm just kidding.
not paid at all. Very, very, very nice guy and a super fantastic fisherman.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
so-
that. A big compliment.
Well, I try to be nice and be a good person
You're nice
generally.
most of the time.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, for sure. But I
95.
wanted. There's people out there that might not know your credentials, so I wanted to first, kind of lay out just, you know a thing or two about catching bass.
I've caught a few yet.
Yeah. So these are BASS stats. Okay. Kelly's got 4 first place finishes. Okay. He's got 33, and tell me if these are wrong by any chance. I mean,
I'd have to pull it up on the website to tell you for sure.
I just pulled this up on the website, so I think this is accurate information. Okay, what do we have here? We have a comment first. Okay, 4 first place finishes, 33 top 10 finishes. Okay, that's pretty impressive because in the game of bass fishing, consistency is like the biggest thing, is it not? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, top 10s are hard. Yeah, because that's consistency, top 10s, and then winning. That's all. That's that order, I guess.
And this is where like the women are really get impressed. Career winnings, $1,610,324, and you ready for this? 50 cents. So is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, that is. That's
Okay.
that's my BASS career for sure. Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's pretty awesome. Over $1.5 million winning tournaments, bass tournaments. So you hail from Flint, Texas.
Yes.
Which is East Texas, right?
Yes, it's kind of it's just south of Tyler, Texas. Basically, almost like a suburb of Tyler, but not really, but
Right. So you
Tyler,
kind of
just east of Dallas.
right. You cut your teeth on Lake Fork.
That's
didn't
my
you?
home lake. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's like anybody that doesn't know Lake Fork. It's a big bass. I mean, it's like big bass mecca.
It is. It's one of the many, but it is the best, I
Yeah.
think, in my opinion, and it's a great place. If you want to catch the fish of a lifetime, that's one of the best places on the planet to go.
For sure. So today I was with Kelly. I'm a videographer. In case some people out there might not know this, but I'm a videographer, and I was, we're here shooting Major League Fishing. We're in Mississippi. That's all I can really tell you. But I was working with Kelly today, and I can't say anything more than that, really. That's all I can tell you. But it was any day with Kelly, even if it's a bad day, is a good day because he's got a great attitude. I don't want to kiss his butt too much, but seriously, the most down. Yeah, I know. But he's very, very down to earth dude. Love the guy.
I appreciate it.
But let's
fun
get to
too, man.
well,
it's jokes all day long hanging out with this guy.
Yeah, I really,
Good stuff.
we have a good time. So it's a good gig for both of us. But a few questions. I want people. You have limited time. I appreciate. First of all, I want to say this just real quick, and we'll get into a few questions here. But I have some great KJ stories, and that's from the Baitman TV.
Yes.
Do you know who? Yes.
Kevin Baxter, the big man.
I'm sure. I've got a few stories too, but I think they're good stories, but we'll leave that for another time.
We don't have any ice fishing stories yet. Do it.
No,
sometime,
we will. We got to take this guy Minnesota ice fishing for sure. But I was going to go off on another tangent, but let's get down to business. You have limited time. I was going to say, this is what I was going to say. We're a tiny little YouTube channel, and he still was nice enough to do this interview. And he's busy. He's got to run. He doesn't have a whole lot of time. So thank you, dude. That means a lot.
Thanks for doing this. This is great. It's fun.
Yeah.
These kind of things are fun, I think.
Yeah. I appreciate it. So let's get down to the nitty gritty here. A lot of people want to be a professional bass fisherman, right? But what is it really like? I mean, what are the hardships of being seriously?
Well, it requires intense, you have to have passion for the sport to be able to even compete. If you don't have just this overcoming passion to compete in bass fishing, you don't stand a chance. So, and there's lots of people that have that same sickness that I have, you have too. So that's step one. Step two is, It is just time consuming. You're on the road a lot. I mean, you travel a lot. Especially starting out and making your way into the tours, you have to make a lot of sacrifices on the personal level. It's really hard. You're on the road so much. You're traveling. Some people camp out, sleep in the back of their trucks when they're starting out. I did when I started out. And
even guys that are successful now do it.
Yeah, well, that's the way our Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Brandon Pollock, started out. He used to sleep in the back of his truck, and that's part of living the dream. You have to make those there are tremendous sacrifices. Excuse me, tremendous sacrifices, but at the same time, you love what you're doing, so it really doesn't feel like a sacrifice. So yeah, I mean that's hard. Time away from family, friends. Top ramen noodles.
Top ramen. It's like college, man.
Yeah, you can survive on that for a while.
And speaking of college, so I asked Kelly this earlier today a little bit. I wanted to know how he what was his big break to make it as a professional bass fisherman.
I'm a professional bass angler today because I got my break. I used to fish the team circuits. Everybody fishes team circuits that loves tournament fishing. My team partner and I won the year-end championship. It was called the Angler's Choice Super Team Championship many moons ago on Lake Belton in Central Texas, and I won a ZX 190 Skeeter boat.
Nice 19-footer.
Yeah, and that was my boat. I said, hey, I was going to school and managing a restaurant, and I didn't have the money to buy a boat to give it a shot. It was a break that I had, and I won that boat, and my team partner graciously said, here, take the boat. Hit the pro trail when you sell that.
Wow.
Give me half of it. And I was like, thanks, bro. So away I went, and here I am today.
And so that
was 22 years ago.
So that's super impressive, because I think a lot of people think that these pros have a silver spoon in their mouth, like maybe they had some family money or something like that, and some of them do.
Yeah, some of them do. That's nice. I mean, more power to them.
Yeah, exactly. But
you can make it.
Yeah. So anybody that's out there, a kid, maybe you don't have a lot of money, this route works too. Like you just got to bust your butt more. I mean, right?
It's like anything else. You got to put your time, soul, your passion, everything you can. Then you have to be good enough to compete. That's the hard part. I mean, you got to make some waves, and then a couple breaks are always nice. And if you can get that bump, it can help launch a great career. And it's really a hard road. Very few make it to the top and stay there. And I tell you what, it is. I say I'm living the dream all the time, and I still am. It's a great sport to be a part of. Get to hang out with people like you, and all you viewers out there looking at this. The sport of fishing is a great family, and hey, tickled to death to be a part of it.
Agreed. How do you make your money? I mean, we said you made over $1.5 million through tournament winnings. Certainly that helps. A lot of that goes to taxes. Let's not kid ourselves.
Sam, takes
So what percentage is endorsements, sponsors, and tournament winnings?
The baseline is this: you have sponsorships when you get up there. That is kind of like your baseline. What is going to be your income for the year, and that includes your livelihood and tournament entry fees, expenses on the road, whatever like that. That's kind of like what you need to base your sponsorship portfolio on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then because you can't ever count on winnings, you might have bad years, you might have great years. Winning money is great, and the best way to have it is have sponsors that you work hard for, and that way you can, the winning is the cream on the
exactly.
crop. It's
that can kind of set things.
And you win a tournament or two a year. If you have win a tournament a year or have some great finishes and whatever, have some other stuff. We have lots of avenues for tournaments now. Major League Fishing, Bassmaster Elite Series, whatever. Used to fish the FLW Tour as well. That's gravy, and it's wonderful, but it's hard to make your living fishing off of winnings. There used to be bigger pots.
Yes.
You used to win. There was actually more events than there are now. So it's harder to do now than ever. Sponsors have always been the biggest piece, and today they're about the biggest, and that's a great thing too, because we have some great sponsors in the sport of bass fishing.
What do we got here? Northwoods Angling. I don't sleep in my truck, but I just missed that. Do it again. Northwoods Angling. Subscribe to their channel. Going to be doing a collaboration with them. They're great guys. Northern anglers. They catch big fish. Really big
awesome.
fish. Really big fish. That, what you just said there, dovetails perfectly with this question. What is the future of competitive bass fishing, do you think?
Wow, if I knew that, I'd start a,
Yeah.
I'd be Johnny Morris one day.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knows. There's a lot of bright spots in this future of the sport. I mean, look what's going on now. You have tremendous college involvement and high school involvement. I mean,
For sure. Yeah.
When I was in I look at high school kids bass fishing. I met one at the grocery store the other day.
Yeah.
He was worked in he was bagging bags, and he's in high school, and said, "Hey, I got a tournament and coming up next week." And I told him, I said, "Man, that is awesome."
Yeah.
I just dreamed it's my dream.
Yeah.
When I was in high school,
Sure.
I thought all the time, man, wouldn't it be great if we had a high school bass fishing? Now you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
God bless America.
I agree. And
That's all I gotta say.
it's kind of a minor league system too, which I always thought that professional bass fishing really needed that.
Well, we've always had that through regional
That's true.
levels,
That's true.
and it's like bass fishing's like any other sport. There is a way to the top, and it's pretty straightforward if you look at it. But now we have the enhancement of we have a great college system, and we have these great colleges, and they have coaches, and they have so much more resources than I ever used to have. It just blows me away.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, when I was learning how to fish tournaments, it was kind of like wandering through the dark and doing the best you could, and
watching the Bassmasters on Sunday.
I mean, exactly. That was,
Which is
that was
awesome.
just like, oh my gosh. That was like the deal. You couldn't
Bob Cobb, baby.
Bob Cobb.
Yeah.
So yes, the resources and the system, if you want to call it the feeder system, all that is in place now, and it just it blows my mind. And the best thing is we have a lot more people out enjoying the great outdoors, and that is good for our sport, and it's good
for sure
for people. I mean, it's a great
100%.
place to be.
One thing that I think we may disagree on, though, is anglers are not athletes. Okay, I'm an angler, and I am.
Wrestle? No, just kidding.
Listen. I'm an angler, and I'm just admitting fully, I'm not an athlete. Okay, let's move on.
Athletic? You never played sports?
I mean, no.
We do have a thing, and it is, but that is a position. I agree with that somewhat, but we have this thing called being in fishing shape, and you told me today, this is like getting in shape for this event. It kills you till you get in the swing of this event.
That's true.
When you fish tournaments and you fish, for instance, I used to fish about 24 events a year. We used to have that many professional events. It was the Bassmaster Elite Series, FLW Tour.
Yeah, you were fishing FLW
Texas Bass
too,
Classics, and you had different championships and whatever. You fished all the time, and I would drive, sometimes 18 hours into one, overnight to the next one to get up and start practice the next morning, and you're on the water every day. It sounds like a dream come true to people that love to fish, and it is. But if you aren't in, we call it fishing shape.
Yeah.
Because being outside is like being a farmer and a rancher. Exposure outside, being outside for those extended periods. And if you're really into it and you're really trying to make your mark, you're dawn to dusk every day. Doesn't matter if it's rainy, snowing, hot.
It is true.
Windy.
You're right.
Your body just have to acclimate. So.
And it's the thing is too.
It's not
like,
easy, but
I may change my tune here, but because the reality is with professional fishing, it was 4 days for most events,
and then 3 days of practice.
Yeah, 3 days of practice, and then it's 8-hour days.
Longer than that.
Well, yeah. So I won a kayak tournament recently. I just had to plug that. Make you
congratulations,
feel proud of me or something or
what.
I don't know why I'm saying
Very
that.
proud of you.
But I actually. My hands started cramping up and my legs started cramping up, and then I started to think to myself, you know what? Maybe there is something as to this.
You need to start working.
That goes without saying. Okay, so just a few more questions. His time is very limited. He's a big wig. Okay, I was just gonna sit and watch TV tonight. He's actually got stuff to do. Did you see my CPAP machine, by the way?
I did.
Okay. There's a CPAP machine. I have sleep apnea. He saw it, and I think
surgery for that, I think, don't they?
Yeah, but it's very invasive. So we only have like maybe a couple minutes. I want to get these questions in really quickly. Why are bass boats still made with glitter? It's 2017.
You can't hardly see the glitter.
And don't tell me it's metal flake. It's glitter.
You'd have to talk to.
We gotta stop it, right?
I have my boat wrapped. Yeah, you're right.
We've got to do something about this.
What would you propose we do about this?
But there, you don't see cars going down the road with glitter on them.
They got metal flake cars. I don't know.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've never seen a metal flake car.
The flakes are a lot smaller mostly, but see, the fun is they don't have the depth in the paint.
I think we just need to move forward.
No
more glitter.
You like to have like a beige boat running around, no flash. No, the flash is part of the deal.
I don't know. It doesn't. I think we need to get away from that.
Some of those, okay. I don't have an argument.
You've got some pull. Talk to Skeeter.
No, not really. It's all about the consumer. What people.
I think the consumer. I'm going to talk to the consumer right now. Stop with this wanting metal flake stuff. Glitter. Okay, I got a few more.
I think it's great, but whatever.
Okay, you do you, and I'm going to do me.
That's great.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so. I'm going to get to a fishing question here because it is fall. This is a wonderful time to be a bass fisherman, right? What lure, we can say fall, but just in general, what lure could you absolutely not live without?
Oh, wow.
What's your favorite lure?
In the fall, it would be
just period.
Whatever they're biting.
Whatever, but what is your, the thing that you absolutely love this?
I like to flip.
Yeah, a jig or a creature bait.
Yeah, there's something in it. Yeah. That's even better if it's real heavy and I'm having to punch it through grass.
Yeah, and it's that dunk. Or you see, right?
Anywhere, braided line, a big heavy rod, and you got a chance of catching a bass.
And you just feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Last thing, because he's got to run. Like I said, super awesome. He's doing this. You've got a thing coming. You got this. I want you to plug this, okay? Because he's got this Can we talk about this?
No.
We can't. Okay. We can't. So I'm not going to say anything about it. But he's got something coming out. That's going to blow your mind. You're going to need it. What are we talking? What time period?
Well, we're hoping to launch it if next year.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but this thing is it's going to be.
Yeah, look out! I got a really neat thing coming, and it's pretty awesome. It helps you put your string on your rods, and it's pretty neat.
We're gonna
very excited.
It's gonna be the deal. We're gonna let Kelly go. Great, he's super awesome for being here. Kelly, can you do me a favor and tell everybody out there, this is just going to go out on our YouTube channel. Right. We're doing it live, but it's also going to stay out there in Google land, YouTube land. Can you tell people, subscribe to Another Fishing Show? I'm just, do a heartfelt to the people of the internet.
Yes. Please watch Greg Underdahl's Another Fishing Show. It's an awesome show. He's a great guy, and it is so entertaining. That's why I'm here right now, because this guy's great. He does great stuff. He has fun when he fishes, and it translates into the show, and it's addicting. What can I say?
I love this guy. We're done. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank y'all.
YouTube, we're out.
Thanks, everybody.